This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by promoter Ben Shalom here in Birmingham on enemy territory. Ben, your man Tyler Denny has come away with a fantastic victory tonight against Felix Cash. Not necessarily in the fashion most people would have expected it to have ended, but yeah, we are about to get knocked over. But yeah, an unbelievable victory there for Tyler. What did you make of his performance up until the stoppage?
Fabulous. Just keeps getting better and better in all seriousness. He's a guy that has heart, has determination, has grit, but has become a very technically gifted boxer, and he was picking shots out from everywhere. We knew that going into the later rounds, we felt like Felix was going to struggle to keep up with Tyler. So when he starts winning the early rounds, we knew it was going to be a long night, but better than I've ever seen Tyler Denny. And people will put it down and say, Felix Cash has been out, and that's the classic story that always gets rewritten, is put it down to the opponent, and it happens with Chris Smith a lot as well. No, this is just a guy that works so hard at his craft and was so confident, and is a nightmare to be in the ring with. And if you are not absolutely firing at the top of your game, for me now you have to be at world level to contend with Tyler Denny. I think he's established himself at European level, and he's an inspiration to me. He's an inspiration to every professional boxer in this country. He doesn't wait around. He just takes every fight, every opportunity that's taken to him. I don't want to misquote this, but I think he took £4,000 for the Derek Azazi fight that seemed to change his career around. Most fighters would be like, no, I'm not going into a 50-50 fight like that. He had no opportunities. He came down, and before that we tried to get in one of our tournaments, didn't get in the 8. That's where he's come from. So incredible story, proud to even be associated with the guy. And as I say, these sort of people are so inspirational to be around, such good ambassadors for the sport. To see him headline a show like this, come out victorious, look forward now to September 28th, which is where we hopefully get him back. I'm not going to mention names yet because I wanted to see how he come through tonight. But the world's his oyster now, and I'm so confident with Tyler and where he's got to in his career that there's some big fights for him.
Well, you don't want to start mentioning names, but I know in the past there's been some other big fights mentioned, the likes of Chris Eubank Jr. for example. I heard that one a while back. I know Eubank's kind of a big payday and he's going to want bigger fights than Tyler Denny, but what type of names do you think you can deliver to him?
For me, he has to look up to world level. I'd like to see him taking one before he really has a shot. I think what's benefited Tyler is it's been step up, step up, step up, and it works, and he's been active, and he'll take anything. Look, there's some big names in that division. We always talked about the Nathan Heaney fight because of how well that would sell. You've got two of the biggest sellers in the country. But Tyler, we want him to fight on September 28th. We want to keep him active. That's been the recipe for success for him. And so we'll see. But tonight is about Tyler Denny enjoying himself. Unbelievable story for British boxing. Incredible to think of him coming in as a away fighter to now headlining shows back to back, and doing it on a Matchroom show as well. Special guy, and yeah, delighted for him.
What were your conversations with Eddie Hearn or Frank Smith like tonight?
Brief, just saying hello, but they looked after as well, and I have to appreciate that. It was a good experience, very organised, great show. Came into Lewis Crocker, Conor Walker. What a fight that was. Thought Conor possibly nicked it, but only from what I saw, I don't know. But great show, and yeah, I'm grateful to them for treating Tyler so well this week, and giving him that platform and that opportunity.
You mentioned obviously the opportunity to potentially work on a cross-promotional status a bit more moving forward, and I asked him, there's a lot of talk about the Anthony Joshua fight being announced at Wembley for September 21st coming up, and there were rumours and reports, and I asked Fraser about this, the Fraser-Fabio rematch potentially taking place on that undercard. He said that he doesn't think so, but it wasn't kind of like a convincing yes or no. Can you tell me any more?
Honestly, don't know, but I think it's the fight that happens next. I guess we'll find out in the next few days.
Moving away from all things with that, Callum Simpson, Zach Chellier seems to have gone down very well so far.
Unbelievable. Chellier is a great fighter, so this does feel like a bit of a Callum Simpson procession, and I'm careful not to do that, but there's no way this headlines had it not been for Callum Simpson's fan base. I think we've gone down there on Tuesday. 48 hours later, every ticket in the stadium is gone. Unfortunately, we can't open up more stands, otherwise we would. It's a week before the season starts, but he's the guy that's worked for it. I'm always told stories about Josh Warrington going into pubs, selling tickets, building his fan base from 400 to 500. It's the same way Callum does it. And in Yorkshire, they get behind their own. And Callum Simpson is going to be the next star from that area. It's. I have to think back even when with Chris Smith, he's considered one of the biggest ticket sellers now in the country. In his first couple of events that we did in Bournemouth, wasn't doing like this. This is special. This is ridiculous. This shows so much potential to do full stadiums. I can't tell you. To do it like this at this stage, it all could come crashing down if he's not switched on against Zach Chelly. He's another fighter that we're very fond of, who's worked really hard to be in this position. It's just a great fight for British boxing.
Ben, congratulations on this victory, Tyler, tonight. I'll see you soon.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.